What's up, guys? We're gonna BroBeatzTV, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys a really cool plugin you can use for your trap beats or melodies or just any melody that you want. It doesn't have to be necessarily for like trap or rap or whatever, right? But it's a really cool plugin, sounds really unique, and this is what it just sounds like just normally. Okay, and it really has that like built-in dusty sound, like that lo-fi effect in there, which is great if you want to make like dark samples and stuff. So this is the 𝗞𝗜𝗧𝗦 piano. This is absolutely free. I will leave a link in the description or comment section down below if you want to check it out. So I'm going to show you around and how to set this up so that we can go ahead and make a melody, which I'll show you how to do. So we have our strings and all of our noises here that you can control. But one thing I like to do is to turn this release up on the strings. Okay, it's not a huge difference, but I just want that release up for me personally. But the more important thing here, if you want to make a beat with this, and this is very important, you're going to go to sample start and you want to offset it exactly to what I have it at, or somewhere around 118 ms. This is going to make it so that it's on beat and it's not going to sound off, because if it's default and you try to like make a beat with it, it will sound off and then things won't work and you'll think the plugin sucks, right? So you can adjust your volumes there. So another tab that is very important for this plugin is the impulse page, because this is going to be where you control your ambiances, and this is how you're going to get the most out of this plugin. So for me, I have the impulse 1 on and the 5 on, and it's going to give you kind of that reverse effect. So I'll turn it up, as you can see. And I guess we could just go through what some of these do, right? And they're just impulses. It's pretty much like types of reverbs, right? Delays, whatever. So I'll turn this one on. Okay, that's what that one does. That one's more like shimmery. It's really cool, right? So with all these impulses, you can actually layer this and create like something really nice, right? And then this one. All right. And then this one that I have on, I'll just turn it up a bit. Okay, very bubbly. And then you have like this splash. Okay, and then the splish splash. I just have these on like by default, like, right, just default reverb stuff. So I'll turn my settings back on. And that's pretty much the laydown of the plugin. Again, you can check out the link in the description if you want to check it out. Absolutely free plugin. Just if you want a different sound, if you're tired of that clean grand piano sound, you want something a little different, make your samples or melodies a little bit more unique, this will work. So what I want to do now is we can go ahead and just make some melodies with it. I'll just show you how to use this. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we're going to go ahead and do our melody. So I'm just grabbing a scale. We can just do an A minor. Okay, just a simple one. So I'm gonna just give you a little trick you can use for this. So you can go ahead and I'll quantize this. You can go ahead and put this on your root, and then all you're gonna do is just copy this over like so. And I'll just shrink this in, shrink it a little bit more so you can see. So this is the pattern you're gonna use, and then from here you just add notes on top, whatever you think sounds good. So what I would do first is start with the 5th. The reason I like starting with the 5th is because when someone gives you a chord progression, it's kind of hard to get out of that chord progression, right? Like if I were to give you, I'm just throw a random one in just to explain. Whatever, let's just say this is our chord progression. It's gonna be hard to kind of get out of this melody. So if you use a 5th, basically you're left to use whatever notes that you want, right? And it's more of a visual thing, obviously. So I'll just close this now. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can just kind of play around with these notes. Right, and then you can kind of mess around with things up in here. Like if you even want to move this back, you can, but just keep in mind the original chord here, so you can kind of know what notes to throw in and take out if you so choose. And again, once you have this 5th, you can just kind of repeat the process. Like you can make a chord up like this. Maybe we could throw it. And I'm gonna make a chord backwards from here, just so we can have another note to mess with. And then we can finish it off like this. And I'd like to kind of make these up. Let's pull this down 1 octave. I feel like it's a little too high. Right, and you can see now we got like some dark type of melody. And you could just copy this over, right? Boom. And then if you want a bass line, Your bass line is how you're gonna get your like trap sound. And this is pretty quick. Maybe we could do another one. And then you can go, if we go over fifth, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pull that down, and this could be like a bass note, and then we can pull it up, and this should be like one of those storytelling type of beats if we were to turn this into a beat. And I probably need to turn some of these impulses off actually. Oh, wait. I feel like they're a little too strong. Right, and that's fine. I'll fix it later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then if you want to add stuff above, you could take this, pull it up an octave, and then just kind of, I don't know, just play around with it. I'm gonna just throw something in there. Probably offset it like this. Copy it over. Boom. We don't need to see the bass line for now. And if you want to add something in here, let's see, what would I add? Matter of fact, let's do something on this one. Let's pull this down and move that up. That way we have something that goes back and forth. It's not so repetitive. And I'm gonna just copy this over. We have our little loop. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. And of course, some of the notes cut off. That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna just add something in here. Okay. And pretty much when you want to add a melody, you just place a chord and then you just stretch it across. So it would just be something like this. And that's the only thing with using some of these plugins is you got to kind of play around with the velocity and stuff to get it to sound right, whatever. But I'm not gonna tweak it too much. All right, and you can move that up and let's pull this in. Boom, and I that's enough. I feel like that's good enough. So I'll play it one time through. Maybe we could do another melody because it's so quick. Right, you can see some of the notes are stopping a bit. You could just add a little bit of reverb on there to kind of make the tail linger a bit, or sometimes it just depends on how these notes overlap. So, you know, you can stretch some of the notes out, right? You can pull some back. It's just you got to mess with it a little bit, right? That's just kind of how it is, right? It's a free plugin, of course. And you know, if you wanted to make a beat, I feel like we kind of got the point across. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just copy the bass line, right? And then you just offset it, and then yeah, I'm gonna just throw something in where I'm not trying to like make an actual beat, but something like that, right? And we could just throw it in. Right, and you get the point, right? So that is the piano. I will leave that in the description or comment section down below. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.